All right, from on stage to around the town, the Parade of Homes kicks off this weekend, and it features 400 homes all around the metro by 128 different builders. I headed out to the Chapel Hill subdivision of Overland Park and took a look at one of the homes built by Mark Samata of Suma Home Designs. Kind of talk about a little bit of the ideas that you had when it came into the design of this kitchen.
Well, some of the designs in this kitchen, we wanted to create an open feel. We wanted to incorporate a bar area that, you know, when you have friends over and so forth, that you can walk right over. You don't have to go downstairs or another location to get, you know, drinks, cocktails, wine.
Yeah,
and
that's one of the things you notice first off when you walk in here. There's the big sink here, but then also, yeah, you have your other sink over here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
so it's great for entertaining.
Definitely. And then one of the other features that I see really sets it off is the recessed ceiling with the wood up there. What type of wood is that? And is that a newer trend that you're seeing, or something you guys are just trying new?
The material's walnut. We've been doing it several years now. We came up with another house that we had that has caught on and people love it.
Are you still seeing that white is a big trend in the kitchen? Because I've always seen some people try to go different colors in the kitchen, but always it seems to come back to white, and people are using, you know, hand towels or something for a splash of color.
Well, actually, you know, there's a mixture of colors and so forth that we've been using. We've been actually moving towards staining a lot of our cabinets. The styles of the cabinets, we've changed the styles of the cabinets and moving towards a more contemporary style. This particular house, we did more of a traditional style of cabinet, and but we used the white to help give it that contemporary feel. This will be your great room.
Great room, okay.
Great room, and behind us, staircase going down to the lower level.
And talk a little bit about the staircase, because I mean, you have your standard rail like you would in a normal house, but instead of having typical vertical rungs, you have the horizontal cabling system.
Yeah, we used the stainless steel cable rail system, and the really nice thing about the cable rail system is it allows you to see through it without any obstructions.
The contrasting colors with the walnut and then the lighter, like you have around the fireplace over there, it just sets it off real nice. And is that a laminate, or is that a porcelain tile?
That's actually a porcelain tile. It actually looks like a marble or a granite, but that's actually a porcelain tile.
You know, I love to throw parties at the house, but you know, if my party's getting too raucous and too out of control, we needed to open up the doors and add more room to the party. You show us what we got to do here, right?
All right, and it's actually a scissor door that opens up 12 feet. You got a clear 12-foot opening, which allows you to go out on the deck, bring the party out onto the deck.
Now, guys, I was afraid to touch anything in there. It was such a nice house. That kitchen was immaculate. And the next half hour, Mark's going to walk us through some of the smart features of the home. You are the king or queen of your castle, right? Everything you want everything right at the tip of your finger. And this house on the Parade of Home Tours is making that possible, as long as you got the smartphone right at the tip of your finger. So one of the really cool things you guys have on this home here for the Parade of Homes is it's a smart house, and we got one of the switches here. This is completely customizable and programmable to control the lights in this house. Kind of explain how this works.
Well, it's actually a pretty simple operation. First of all, it allows you six switches, all located within one small switch area. And I can control all the lights. I can hit the top button, all the lights on the first floor are going to go off. And then it's programmed down through each switch on individual scenes that you want to create. So if you want 2 lights to come on, let's say the great room in the kitchen, you press another button and program it to have that feature, and they will come on and go off.
And in addition to the switch now, everything is available on your iPhone as well now, too, right? So you can be sitting on the couch watching your TV and, oh, you know, I forgot to turn off the lights in the kitchen, right? Let me pull that out. How does that work?
Well, you pull up the app. There's an app that comes with this, and you pull up the app, click on the lighting scenes. You can dim the lights, you can shut them off, you can turn them on if you like, accent lighting and so forth. And then it also allows you that when you're driving home from work and it's late, you want the lights to come on, you can pull out your iPhone, tap on the lighting sequence,
There
turn
you
your
go.
lights on.
Or hey, if you're on vacation, you don't want people to think you're on vacation, boom, just turn that light on from Florida or from wherever you're at, right?
Yeah, well, our next deal is to get the microwave to program so that all we got to do is put the pizza going on your way home.
Don't burn the popcorn, though. So, Mark, tell us some of the other smart features in the home.
Well, we've integrated a wiring package along with the smart home package that allows for a high-speed wiring, and it's going to provide the proper wiring for the new 5K TVs, the network bandwidth that's required to get the information to the TVs and the smart TVs that we have out here. And so it's all incorporated within the house. And you know, it's about the future.
Yeah.
And you know, things change all the time, and it's moving at a rapid pace, and we just want to be ahead of it so that our customers have the proper things to enjoy their home.
And now in a few minutes, we're going to check out another smart feature of the house that can save you a bunch of money every year or every month, but this one doesn't involve your cell phone or any of those high-tech devices. I'm taking you through a top-of-the-line home today that's got all the bells and whistles in both design and tech, and yet one of the parts that I found most fascinating of the house is an unfinished part of the basement. You've got this super nice house with all the bells and whistles, and for our last segment, we're down in the unfinished part of the basement, which I think is kind of weird, but it's for a point, because I think this is the most important part about the house, is how energy efficient it is and how you guys have insulated it so much, and this is where we can actually see the insulation in place here. Talk a little bit about this insulation and what all it does for the house and for our utility bills.
Well, we've incorporated a blown-in insulation package in this home, and it increases the density and the R value of the walls.
What's an R value?
R value is basically the insulated value of the transfer of energy from the outside to the inside or inside outside.
Okay.
And so a standard in today's marketplace is R13. This has been increased to R17, but the density of the material is such that it minimizes the amount of air infiltration. It's because of its density. It also, and you can tell how quiet it is in here, it just reduces the amount of sound from the exterior to the interior. By maximizing your R value and minimizing air infiltration, you get a much more efficient home.
So, for example, then what are your utility bills then for heat and electricity then, or gas and electricity then, estimated for a month for this house?
Well, for this house, the actual cost of heating of the gas and the electrical is about $155 a month.
That's incredible.
And that's over an entire 12-month period.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite a saving.
Quite a saving. And so the entire house has this blown insulation in all over it on all surfaces?
Yes, it's all the way around the outside perimeter of the house, and then on any walls that we have above, that are exposed to the cold temperatures. So yeah, it's a full package. And then combined with that, we're providing LED lighting throughout the entire house. So all of the lighting in this house is LED, and which you're burning 2 watts of electricity or 3 watts of electricity versus a 75-watt can.
Didn't need a lot of those LED lights when we were there. The sun was shining brilliantly through the windows. The Parade of Homes kicks off this Saturday and goes through May the 12th. It is free to attend.